What's up, my babies? Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Can you hear me? Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hello? 100. My phone is dying, but I'll be here as long as it lasts. It's okay, Amanda. You good. Because I know you. You'll probably watch it back anyway.
What's up, my babies?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Hold on. You gotta pause that. Woohoo! What's up? Oh, y'all want to see the other scene? Look at this. I got my cute little cat up top there. This used to be when I used to stream on Mixer, when I used to stream video games and DIYs and stuff like that. I mostly did with the video games though. I had my live go soon, and when I would end it, I have another one that says ending stream soon and stuff like that. This is my old overlays from Mixer, but I'm getting new overlays. I just have to figure out from who. Found this really good artist. She does really good work, and I may actually end up going to her. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, thank you. Planet for Weirdos. Hi, Madam Scuttlebutt. Hello, Adele, Amanda Ski. Ah. Dev, May, I know I saw Tracy, there we go. Adele, I know my baby Skip's in here. Hey, Skip. Oh, and by the way, just to let y'all know, Skip has, hey, Chelsea. Skip has been promoted to head mod because we found out that must be a thing because we saw somebody call themselves, they are the head mod. So I gave Skip a promotion because she's the one that found it. I said, okay, you're head mod. So everybody, round of applause. Let's do clappies for Skip. She's head mod now. Hey, Nana Hawk, what's up? Yep. Oh, and I'm going to end up having the chat on here somewhere. I got to figure out how to do that. Listen, I'm old, technology. I'm surprised I was even able to get the graphics up here. Let's be honest. But how you doing, Colette? Colette, did I say that correctly? It's not Madam Scuttlebutt. Skip is head jive turkey. Well, that's very true. If you know Skip like I and Madam do, yes, she is head jive turkey. Oh, it was funny. She was like, can I put that on my resume? I said, you know what, ma'am? You get a promotion. You can put that on your resume. Don't you worry about it. That will be on your resume. I love it. I absolutely love it. Skip's like, thank you? Question mark? I almost put on my plaid shirt and I was going to make myself some pumpkin spice iced coffee just for Dion. But I was like, I'm not really feeling wearing the plaid tonight. But I got an awesome plaid shirt. Hey, what's up, Rich's Brew? So has anybody seen the inabber video on Miss Blaire? I don't know how to do research White. Which is brew when she's not in some shit. I'm sewing, filming, modding, and watching Xylee. Well, Chelsea, you're always doing something. Chelsea loves to paint her nails while she's modding for me. What's up, Dion? I almost had the perfect outfit and the perfect props just for you so I can show you how basic I am. I was going to wear a plaid shirt and I was going to make myself some pumpkin spice iced coffee just for you, Dion, and I didn't do it. May, I started it, but I waited for this. Okay, cool. It's a really good video. I mean, I was just going to do portions, but no, we're going to react to the whole video because he did it. It was really good. And he got to interview Janae, which was amazing. Okay, awesome, Colette. I appreciate that. I just want to make sure because it's bad enough that my stage name, Xylee, people can't say correctly, but my real life name, people mess that up all the time. So I'm always trying to make sure I say somebody's name correctly. And if I can't say it, I give them a nickname. Dion, you're not going to block me. Stop. I don't know. You wanted like a full 24 hours calling my ass out for loving some pumpkin spice. You should have seen the pumpkin spice ice cream sandwiches that I had the other day. I almost took a picture of it. It was like it was like the end of last week, so we ate them over the weekend. But they were pumpkin spice ice cream sandwiches, and they were amazing. Oh, you're working on a Victorian dollhouse? Hell yeah. Witch's Brew. I low-key still mad at the pandering Blaire did with that Jeffrey is my... Right? BS, she knew that would come out in favor of Jeffrey and not in favor of James. It was so manipulative. Ooh, can't talk today. What she did. No, absolutely, Witch's Brew. He's pretty slick in how he makes these types of vids, so they're usually more in-depth than they first seem. Dion, don't be calling me out my own stream. Watching all the videos on Blaire, her mannerisms are so much like Jeffrey. Starting out is just... Oh, yeah, Blaire is... she drives me insane, I'm not gonna lie. Xylee insulted my honey nut squash soup tonight. I'm sorry, I don't do squash. Alright, I'll squash some beef, but I ain't eating squash. The only squash I do is squashing some beef with somebody. That's about it. I am not eating squash. Oh, God. Skip watched Hereditary last night, and I did too, alone. Now she's promoted to head Pinkerton, so you know she's feeling herself. I know that's right. Squash is disgusting. I'm sorry. You know what I think it is? I'm going to be honest. And I read somewhere that people with ADHD, they can sometimes do this also. I have a problem with certain textures. Like, I can't eat avocado either. I really, really, really cannot eat avocado, and I can't eat it because I can't handle the texture of it. Like, I can't do collard greens either because I don't like the texture of it. Lord, I am really getting canceled over. You know what? That's why you're not head mod, Chelsea. Okay? That right there is why you're not head mod. Because a head mod does not call out the person who's making the video. Okay? That's why you're not head mod. Right there. What's up, unapologetically? Oh my God, why can't I not talk today? How you doing, baby? I have a huge texture. Me too. I don't know what it is. It's really what, and I'm having a hard time with lettuce too now. And I think because when I first found out I was diabetic, I was eating salads all the time, and I just got tired of the texture. I just don't like the texture anymore. Okay, but excuse me, ma'am. She can agree to it, but she didn't call me out like you did, Chelsea Moon. Okay? It's bad enough I got Dion up in here calling me out for liking pumpkin spice. Now I got you calling me out because I didn't like the damn squash. Oh, hell no. Don't even talk about zucchini because I will barf. I will barf on camera. And then somebody will clip it and it will be on Twitter and everybody will be laughing at me. Commentary channels pick it up going, oh, check this girl out who threw up in the chat. No. Ugh. I'm doing good. Except for what do you call it? Getting trolled right now. Hell yeah, May Pumpkin Life. Okay, madam, I'm usually with you 100% behind everything, but I just can't get behind you with that candy corn. I love me some candy corn. I do. I like candy corn. I can't, and the little pumpkins made by the same people who make the candy corn. I still love those pumpkins. Of course, I like Peeps too, and and I don't understand why people don't like Peeps because all it is a damn marshmallow with some damn sugar on it. That's it. I was too angry to barf, Chelsea. I'm going to be honest. I was way too angry to barf. But when I went back and listened to what Keemstar had done, I almost barfed out of anger. I like candy corn. Yeah, y'all ain't canceling me tonight. You know what? We're going to start this video. Dion. What? We mean Peeps aren't real. They're real enough. They're good. You should see the basket I made for Teresa Romer with the Peeps. That was a badass little basket. I'm just saying. Ever had Peeps with hot chocolate? Ooh, I bet you that's good. Not gonna lie. I'd do it. Dion is being controversial in here. Dion always controversial. I'm telling you, she spent 24 hours calling my ass out. It was some girls that were like, I guess they had pumpkin spice lattes in their hand, and they were doing, and she was like, she added me, she retweeted, added me, and said, "Hey, Zolly Star Gaming, is this you?" I was like, oh, did she just call me out in front of everybody? She didn't even keep it in the family. Couldn't throw it in the DM. She had to call me out in front of everybody. I was like, the hell? Man, May, they coming for both of us. I love me some circus peanuts. Hold on, this damn light is way too bright. I wish it would stay on its damn setting. That would be great. Hold on. There we go. Alright, that sounds better. Oh, looks better. Okay, listen. I don't have real Uggs, okay? Because I don't believe in the whole, because real Uggs are made with lamb. And those are baby animals, and I believe in the animal needs to at least live its life. You know, I'm not down for that. I don't wear fur either. Like, I don't wear real fur either because I don't like how, like, especially like minks and the rabbits they use, they're in a cage and they go crazy. So no, I don't, but I have fake Uggs. And best believe, I put on my leggings, my fake Uggs, not camouflage, plaid shirt with a pumpkin spice iced coffee in my hand, and I do it proudly for at least 3 months of my life. All right, so let me live. Let me live for 3 months, okay? Let me live. Madam Scuttlebutt mutes this part. They're not real. Mine are made out of like cotton. Rainbow Bright. Just joined from the UK, but watching from the beginning of the... Oh, Lord. Rainbow, I swear, me and the people who are watching, we're not crazy. I promise. We're not crazy. I hope we don't scare you. Because we're not crazy, I swear. Alright, we got 15 in here. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we got the 1,000 Xylies. And then one day I'm going to figure out where I don't have to do this. That'll be amazing. But, you know, we got the Thousand Zylies going on. I don't like the cream cold brew, but I do like a pumpkin spice iced latte or the pumpkin spice frappuccino. But I can't do I tried that pumpkin spice cream cold brew and I was like, oh my God, no. What would they do? But I will get down with an iced latte. Just saying. Alright. Woo, I done showed y'all my purple background. Alright, so are we ready for this? Skip's like, yeah, we're totally completely normal. Yeah, we are. Promise. Okay, I got the volume up. Alright, so I'm going to play this at 1.25 speed. Oh, not 1.75. That's a little too fast. Except for when we get to the Janae part, I might put it at regular speed because I really want y'all to hear what she had to say. So, let's get this started.
And something we don't often see is that Janae actually went back post-transition and competing against men.
Is Blaire White putting out
because I guess like it was kind of like
where
she's gone back and forth competing with men and women based on I don't know what.
Again? Is this,
I mean that's just
Blaire White doing this?
No pun intended.
Again? YouTubers be like, hey guys, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be spreading misinformation because
that is what Blaire White is known for. And the sad part is she spread misinformation in this video, not with one subject in that video that she deleted, but 2 subjects in that video she deleted. It is absolutely amazing. Blaire White is something else, and y'all gonna hear how I feel.
You know what? I just feel like, putting certain people in danger and putting certain communities in danger by spreading information that actually isn't true on my platform with lots and lots of subscribers. Because what else would I do on the Blaire White channel? YouTubers also be like, I'm really sorry guys, I didn't mean to say that thing about that YouTuber I made in that YouTube video. I just didn't do the research and please use my Uber Eats code and this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. YouTubers. We are some of the...
I can't believe he did the Shadow Legends. Oh my God.
Weirdest people on this planet, man. Just think about this for a second. Every single day, us creators sit by and expect you guys, millions of you, hundreds of thousands of you, to come by and consume our content. Do you not realise how much that rots our brain? And to be honest, I think that really plays in today's topic of Blaire White. Now, Blaire White...
I agree, Dion. I'm so glad Blaire is finally being exposed for the charlatan that she is. I can't imagine bashing your own community on hot button topics just to pander to that other community of hers. No, I agree. I totally agree, May May. 100%.
Is a very popular YouTuber who is renowned for her videos on extremely sensitive topics, mainly about extremely dangerous people. And with this, you just kind of assume that, yeah, Blaire White makes videos on people who are dangerous and she's got to get it right, so she does a lot of research. But no, she does not do that. And in the past, I myself, when it comes to YouTube drama, have gotten stories wrong here and there, and I've owned up to that. But with Blaire White, given the nature of her videos, she kind of needs to get everything right. But she just doesn't. Take this video.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like, I totally, perfect example, when I was doing the Cryotic series, I got something wrong. And thank goodness I had someone in the chat that they ended up putting a comment down and they got me straight. And I fixed it the next time I did a Cryotic video. We're going to get things wrong. But as you'll see here, Blaire White purposely gets things wrong. She purposely, because she's, like May May said, she's pandering to her other community. I wonder if she rented her pandering from the beauty drama community. Lord only knows.
Here, for example, in the title, she's calling somebody a predator, and she has somebody in the thumbnail, which to me kind of correlates between each other, because thumbnail, title, usually the same things, so in my mind and a lot of other people's mind, she is inadvertently calling the person in the thumbnail a predator. When in reality, the person in this thumbnail is actually not a predator, and is a normal human being, a normal functioning human being, and Blaire got called out on this, changed the thumbnail, and really just said nothing. you know, could have possibly ruined somebody's life by doing this. You just did nothing. Wow, Blaire.
Well, that's because she can't admit when she's wrong. She prides herself on talking about sensitive topics, so yeah, she's got to do her best to do things right. Yep, Chelsea. Yep. And the key word, I'm going to be honest with you, is that right. Because that's who she panders to. She has a very right-leaning audience because of her "I love Trump" crap. And she panders to them very heavily. Yes, unapologetic. I'm just going to call you mean because for some reason I cannot get unapologetic whatever out of my mouth. She's very careless and dangerous. Yes, she is.
You're an awesome person. That's really kind of you. You're really a spokesperson for humanity. Thank you so much for playing on this platform, Blaire. You're really doing a lot of good. Except no, the ramifications of a video having 600,000 views could be terrible, especially with what the original thumbnail and title are suggesting. Even if the video had 100 views, the ramifications that could have could be catastrophic. I mean,
absolutely, because of word of mouth. Say 100 people saw that video, but that 100 people can turn very quickly into 1,000 because what if they tweet it out? What if they tell their friend and they tell their friend and they tell their friend? She can literally, with her dumbass, I'm saying it, with her dumbass thumbnails, she can literally ruin people's careers just by the thumbnails. Oh, we're getting racy, madam.
For an example, every day I like to sit down and click on whatever's in my recommended feed because personally, I don't really use my subscriber box because I'm just really lazy, and sometimes I'll see an exposed video, a Jake Paul exposed video, and I'm scrolling through them, and they've all got Jake Paul's face in the thumbnail and Jake Paul's name in the title. Because on YouTube, when you make a video about somebody with their name in the title, you're directly going to correlate that with the person in the thumbnail. Yep. So by me seeing this thumbnail, I'm immediately going to think the title is about that person, and by seeing this title and thumbnail, I'm going to immediately think this person is bad, and that can lead to a lot of bad repercussions if the person in the thumbnail isn't who you're actually speaking about in the title, because that can just drive hatred towards the group of people that person in the thumbnail is associated with. It sounds complex, but it's really not. But now moving away from that, let's get on to Blaire White's latest controversy, and this one is actually kind of baffling. It's kind of a point of when you're thinking, why? Why would you submit yourself to such idiocy? I truly don't understand the situation and how Blaire White actually managed to mess up this badly. Trans athlete, I belong.
Easy. She's pandering to her right-leaning audience. Easy. Maybe everyone should consider not showing the face and not using their real voice. That way, when people want to try and harm you for whatever reason, you are a ghost. Well, see, the thing is like this person that she was talking about in this video, they're actually a world record holding athlete. But the thing is, she got the story completely wrong. Exactly. It's exactly the same as newspaper headlines. She's allowed to love Trump, absolutely. But she's not allowed to believe herself to be the spokesperson for whatever community she decides she's in at the moment. Exactly, Tracy. Exactly. Now, look at this. Trans athlete, I belong in women's sports, get over it. Now, would you not believe that this was about this person in the thumbnail? You would automatically believe, and it's in quotation marks. Like, that's a quote from someone. And you say trans athlete, and you see the male to the female with the arrow, so it shows they went male to female, and then you see a quote in the title of the video. What would you think? Wouldn't you think they're talking about her? They're talking about, that's Janae, by the way, that they're talking about Janae? You would a lot of people would automatically think that. It's horrible. All right.
Belong in women's sport, get over it. Ah, yes, a very controversial topic, and this video has now been deleted. This video is no longer on her channel for good reason too, because we're going to take a look at this video, and Kenji, my boy right here, he's not happy about it, and I'm not happy about it.
Oh, I love Kenji! Hearts in the chat for Kenji! Hearts in the chat for Kenji. Kenji is amazing. Look how pretty that baby is. I know Madam Scuttlebutt's gonna like that little baby. She gonna want to boop his nose. He's so cute. We stand Kenji here. Kenji is adorable. Chelsea's like, types out heart. I do the same thing, Chelsea. When I'm in somebody's live, I just type out what they say. Alright, let's go.
Because some of the things said in this video are just outright lies.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video topic is a little bit touchy, although
I can't help but to say this, but when I hear Blaire White speak, it's like somebody taking their fingernails and literally scraping it as hard and long as they can on a chalkboard. I cannot handle her voice. I cannot handle Blaire White's voice. I just don't know what it is. And 1.25 speed is not helping her voice.
I'm not quite sure why I'm warning you about that. Have I ever done a single video on a subject that isn't touchy? I don't think I ever have.
I love that Blaire.
I don't think I have. Oh my God. Woo! Woo! Lord.
Fully realizes that her videos are based on extremely serious topics which could have serious ramifications on somebody's life, especially if she gets the story wrong. And do I have to say it?
Y'all don't come here for candle reviews.
And I do just have to say, I think everyone's human, and I think everyone does get information wrong here and there, even outside of YouTube. But the thing is, as I just mentioned, Blaire is fully aware that the stories she's covering are very sensitive and very touchy, and I don't think Blaire's career should be ended or anything. I'm not part of that mob, but I think...
I am. Hi, I'm part of that mob. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am part of that mob. Either she needs to stop with her bullshit, because she literally has the potential to ruin people's lives. And if you're out to ruin people's lives, you shouldn't have a platform. So she either needs to clean up her shit, or she needs to change up what the hell she's talking about. I think Blaire did, actually. I don't know. When I first saw Blaire White's video, I didn't see it. I listened to it, so I don't know if those candles were already there or if I never put them there. Candle reviews would at least be harder to lie about. That's true. Dion, her voice is so snarky and condescending. It really is. It really, 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 really is. Ugh. Oh, True Crime Stories in here. Hey, baby. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. All right, let's go.
I think Blaire should take more accountability for her actions. I
You
feel like
think?
she should realise that these videos are genuinely very serious. It's not like somebody's making a video on the Hype House. It's somebody making a video based around somebody's entire identity and entire life.
The idea, the concept of Janae competing against biological women is ludicrous. It's almost intentionally ignorant. And anyone who thinks that that is some sort of level playing field.
Let's talk about intentionally ignorant. That would be you, Blaire White. You're intentionally ignorant, and inabber is about to show how.
Is a liar. You're lying to her, you're lying to others, and you're lying to yourself, sweetie.
You're
No,
lying
honey,
to
you're
yourself,
lying to
sweetie. This is a
yourself.
really pretentious and quiet voice. You're lying to yourself, Blaire. You are literally putting a lie into your brain. Janae hasn't competed in women's athlete competition. She doesn't do that. She literally put on her Instagram, she doesn't.
Okay, so apparently one of the Instagram screenshots Blaire used in the video mentions how Janae never competed with women and has no plans to. But Blaire deliberately cropped that out, this was not a mistake. And you can see here, she doesn't show the whole post. But this is the part she was missing. Blaire did that shit intentionally, because you can't tell me she didn't read that whole post. What's up, Tetra? So you can't. Oh, thank you, True Crime. I appreciate it. You can't tell me that she didn't intentionally do that. Lord have mercy. I just can't believe people get stories from Blaire, and that almost makes me question all her videos, honestly, because this isn't the first thing that she's done. I'm 14 minutes in and know you're not crazy, as I've been subbed to your channel for over 6 weeks and follow you on Twitter. Oh, God help you for following me on Twitter sometimes. God help you. Yeah, she most definitely intentionally did that. The same thing Blaire did to Tamimi when she cropped her. Yes! And Tamimi, and I'm also going to link her video in my description box. Tamimi did an excellent video on Blaire White, and I think it came out today because I listened to it today. Oh, girlfriend got it right. It was good. It was a good video. Even if she missed it, she had weeks to come. Oh yeah, we get into that. Yeah, that Tamimi's video was good. What do you mean? Your Twitter is entertaining as hell. Whew. Well, at least somebody finds me entertaining. Alright, let's go.
Do that because she doesn't believe in it personally. You are literally putting a lie into your brain by just doing no research and put it onto your YouTube channel and just allowed everyone to consume this. Basically, the story here is Janae is an athlete, a transgender athlete, and now she's being accused of going and competing in women's athletic competitions, and Blaire is responsible for these. Janae is an athlete, a transgender athlete, and now she's being...
Okay. So this is what Janae said. It had just come to my attention that YouTube, Miss Blaire White, posted a video about trans athletes today in which she decided to feature me. Unfortunately, everything she said about me was incorrect, and as a result, I'm receiving a lot of hate. I've been very clear about the fact that all of my records have been I have broken, and basically she hadn't transitioned yet, and it was all in the men's category. Yeah, I did too. I listened to it while I was at work.
Accused of going and competing in women's athletic competitions, and Blaire is responsible for these accusations. And in a polite, politically correct term, this is a load of baloney.
Okay, I'll do it in the non-political term. That's a little bullshit. I'll go ahead and say it. That was a little bullshit. I got you, inabber, because you're a little bit bigger than me, so you can't say that. I can. That was a little bullshit.
Load of fat old baloney, because none of it is real. And I love that the title of this video is I Belong in Women's Sport. Get over it. I mean, it's almost like you just completely outright lied, Blaire. It's almost like you just made the whole thing up. You wouldn't do that, would you? Blaire, like, you wouldn't do that. You're a spokesperson for YouTube. You wouldn't do that.
She absolutely would, and she did.
You wouldn't lie to us, would you, Blaire? Would you?
The idea that Janae, who transitioned well into her adulthood and developed completely male, can now compete against women is bad. It's a bad idea. It's a failed idea.
But the thing is, Blaire, she isn't. In the clip, she does this funny fade effect where she's lifting weights. Yes, she is lifting weights. She's training. That's not a competition. She's literally weights training. Is there anything wrong with that? No. Why would there be something wrong with that? It does just seem that you're taking issue with Janae as a human being. I really don't get why you have made this lie up. I really can't tell if this is a mistake.
Oh my God. Go back down. No! Oh my God. Hold on. I had a fumble. Okay. Lord have mercy. Sorry about that. Okay, let me get... Okay, there we go. Right here.
She isn't. In the clip, she does this funny fade effect where she's lifting weights. Yes, she is lifting weights. She's training. That's not a competition. She's literally weights training. Is that...
But it was the perception. Blaire wanted to, not only did she fake that title, okay, because no one said that, or at least Janae didn't say that, but she also gave the perception by that fade out in her doing weight training. I'm sorry, that's a piece of shit move.
Anything wrong with that? No, why would there be something wrong with that? It does just seem that you're taking issue with Janae as a human being. I really don't get why you have made this lie up. I really can't tell if this is a mistake, blind ignorance, or genuine malice.
And something we don't often see is...
Honestly, I think it's malice. I don't think it's a blind ignorance. I don't think it was not unintentional. I believe it was intentional, and I think it was malice. I really do. I think it was for clicks and views, and she knows that half her audience who lean to the right, I mean, let's not lean. She actually has some really hardcore right people. She's pandering to them, and she knew it would blow up. And just because she is transgender, they're going to take what she's saying as the gospel because they're going to look at her like she's the spokesperson for it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Blaire, do better. I mean, seriously. Oh, I don't care about the swearing. Did you hear me swear? I don't care about the swearing. We're good.
Is that Janae actually went back post-transition and competing against men just because, I guess, like, it was kind of like, she's gone back and forth competing with men and women.
No shit!
That's a lie. Blaire lied. She flat out lied. I'm sorry.
She hasn't done that. Why are you saying these lies? Why does it get worse? Why do you keep making things up? Where are you getting this information from? I would love to know. Is it from www.bullshitblairewhite.com? Is that where you've got it from?
Yeah.
Because this is just fabrication. This is just a lie. And it's such a weird lie. I don't get why somebody would make this up. It's like, maybe somebody would make up that, I don't know, Jake Paul, I don't know, I don't know, Jake Paul did something stupid. But this is like, so bizarre. You are priding yourself on covering sensitive things.
Have I ever done a single video on a subject that isn't touchy?
You're just lying. Why? I'm losing my mind at how...
I know why. She's pandering. Easy. It's easy. She's pandering. That's all she's doing. I don't care what anybody... She's pandering. That's why she's doing it. Oh, God, I get heated when it comes to Blaire White.
How bizarre this is. I genuinely don't understand why she would put herself in this position. It just has to be some form of laziness. Can it be malice when it's really this stupid? I don't know. I like to believe that malicious people at least have a plan, but there seems to be no plan here. It does just seem to be laziness.
I'm going to be honest. I actually disagree with inabber on this. I don't think it is laziness. I think it's her strictly pandering and being malicious. The video was a cash grab, knowing her audience would eat this up, same as her support for J.K. Rowling. She says what they want to hear exactly. I don't think laziness has anything to do with it. I think it's pandering. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? I just noticed Blaire's voice sounds almost exactly the same on normal speed as 1.5. Yes, Tracy, it does. And it's like scraping your nails on the chalkboard. Malicious people can be stupid. Malicious people are stupid. Yep, there you go, true crime. Oh, it's intentional for sure. Get clicks. Exactly. All right, let's keep going.
In the screenshot Blaire used in this video, it was very blatantly cropped. When you go to the actual post from Janae Marie Kroc, it blatantly says that she has always planned to continue competing in men's competition. She's never gone back and forth. She doesn't go back and forth, back and forth. No, that's not a thing. That's literally not a thing. You literally just needed to read that paragraph on the screenshot that you put in your video. And I fully acknowledge that you probably just didn't even read it. You didn't even read it. And if you did read it, then that's even worse.
Oh, she's gone back and forth competing with men and women based on I don't know what.
I mean,
how does somebody just spout such utter bullshit?
It's Blaire White. How many times has she spouted utter bullshit before? This isn't the first time for Blaire. This isn't.
I mean, that's just a dick move.
I mean, I totally agree, Blaire. Who would go on the internet and spout some lies about somebody's identity? Who would do that, Blaire? Who? Because it's really not nice. Now, some people, Blaire White fans, may come out and say, well, you know, this isn't much of a big deal. She just got a story wrong.
What's that monkey face for? She's doing what she's expected to do. Don't add on a pile. You already said you'll make a vid on her today. I watch you a lot, but this seems like you're kicking a dead horse at this point. She doesn't have to show her face.
Oh no, but I think the difference is this video remained up for 2 weeks. There was a comment from Janae that got a lot of likes. In fact, I believe it was the top comment. Janae made Instagram posts about it, people made videos about it, and it only got taken down and an apology only came out after so much pressure was put on Blaire. That's why I think this is an extremely sensitive thing, because it's not like she just took down the video, it was up for a long time.
It was up for 2 weeks. And within the first hour of it being up, she started getting comments like, Blaire, you are wrong in this video. Blaire, if you did your research, you would see she's never competed against women and has no want to do so. Not even 5-minute search, all you have to do is put in Janae's name and you find it like that. True crime. I used to like her, and now she's an obnoxious, self-centered twat. Very true. When Tamimi called her out, she said she wanted clout. Yeah, that's because Blaire White... who do you have clout with, Blaire? Who do you have clout with? Who do you have clout with? Because I'm going to be honest, the clout that Blaire White has, I don't belong to that group. I'm sorry. I don't belong to that group. She has no clout here. She has absolutely no clout here. She's really just a malicious gossip channel at this stage. Yep. Oh, good night. No, she's just, oh, God, she's so annoying.
For people to consume, and if people see this information, this false information, this could play into their agendas and only make them further their own hatred, which is very dangerous towards the trans community. By doing this video, Blaire has put the trans community in further danger. That is why this is so much bigger than it actually seems. Like, sure, somebody can get a story wrong here and there, as I said multiple times about Jake Paul, but that's not putting people in danger. That's just people being like, oh, Jake Paul actually didn't go to that party with 5,000 people. This is somebody's identity. This is multiple people's lives being put at risk by getting a story about an entire community wrong. But Blaire posted an apology on Twitter and I also believe Instagram.
Okay, so I'm not going to read out that bullshit apology. I fully believe if she put it on YouTube, she needs to get in front of that damn camera, look at the camera well, you can't say right in the eye, but you know what I mean, look directly into that camera and give an apology. But she won't. You know why? Because she's not sorry. And she knows she's not going... Because she doesn't have a good poker face. She knows if she goes to do that, people are going to call her out on her bullshit because she's not going to look sorry. Oh, it's okay, Saya. Welcome. She's not sorry at all. Because if she was sorry, she would have made a video.
And in the tweet it said this: Hey everyone, in a recent video I made an error of assuming and stating that a trans athlete named Janae competes against both men and women in her sports. As she's made clear, this is false. Unlike many other trans athletes, she insists on only competing against men. For this and any other detail I got wrong about her story, I'm very sorry. And okay, she's apologised, right? She's apologised on the platform where she didn't put out the original video, but she's apologised. It's not going to her audience on YouTube, but, you know, she's apologised. And, you know, this is one of the most corporate apologies I've ever seen. And, you know, I am still confused about how you made a video about a person and you got the whole sole point of the video so wrong. But, you know, she apologised. Yeah.
That wasn't a damn apology. I don't care what it... Fuck that apology. Because that was not an apology. I'm sorry, Blaire. And believe me, honey, I'm not trying to get clout off you because you do not have the clout that I want. I'm just saying. She put it in all caps. It must be true.
And then goes on to say in the apology that she's taken a break from YouTube because she feels terrible and she will send Janae the AdSense. And okay, it's a public apology.
Well, hey, audience, may not all be on Twitter. Why show them she made a mistake and then she can just sweep it under the rug? Exactly, May May.
Fair play. But again, why did you not put it on your YouTube channel? I am always under the firm belief of if you screwed up on a platform, you should then respond on that platform. Even if it's just in a video, at the end of the video, being like, hey guys, by the way, in my last video, I got something wrong, or, a community post. I feel like that's a really good option, But you literally just didn't respond. You could have just made a complete new topic and responded to it at the very ending, or at least acknowledged it slightly. But no, you didn't do that. I personally saw this tweet.
Because she never wanted to apologize. And actually, you find out later, when he gets to the interview with Janae, why she apologized. I bet you that's why she apologized. But we'll get to it.
And responded with a photo of Monkey. And Blaire's fans, they got really pressed over a photo of just Monkey. They got really pressed, and I don't know why. It's literally a monkey. But they were getting so upset, like there's some hidden message there. There's some hidden theory to do with Monkey. It's, guys, literally just Monkey. There's no hidden message here. It's Monkey. That's all I can say. It's Monkey. But this actually isn't where it ends. Because I actually did something that Blaire didn't want to do. I contacted Janae and simply asked for an interview. And I was fairly nervous about this because, me, human confrontation, this year.
Oh, he showed Kenji again. We love Kenji. We stand Kenji. Look at that little baby. Who made typos? I should only communicate with emojis. She's sorry because she could have been sued. Yep. Dev, that is it.
You're alone. Not much of it's happened. So, interviewing a big...
Oh, she said she was taking a break, but she put a video out on Blaire Black 2 days later. No, was it 2 days? It was 2 or 3 days later. She put out that video on her Blaire Black channel. Hey, what's up, Jen? But she was taking a break. I don't know who she's trying to fool. She is... Ugh.
Famous athlete, little bit scary. Some reason people just like to talk to me, and I'm not really sure why. I'm a complete mess. It is kind of weird how it works, I was trying to think of some questions to write down, and when it comes to
Okay, inabber. I need you to clean your room. Okay? I spot that. I saw that. Clean your room.
in a commentator, you'd think, oh, we know all the questions, but no. I then looked at Kenji and even he didn't
Hi, Kenji.
know what to write. So, yeah, I kind of went into this with like a natural form of progression. Kenji didn't seem too impressed with that, but I thought maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. And then suddenly, here it all
Alright, I'm gonna put it down to regular speed, because I want us to... Okay.
is.
Hey, AWOL, how you doing?
Hiya.
How are you?
Hello, I'm not too bad, thanks. Yourself?
I can't complain. Life is good.
Good to hear. Is it early there, or...? Sorry, I'm trying to sort my camera out right now. Oh, fair. Oh, I've just dropped my camera. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest of starts, but let's just go for a quick fire for everything we spoke about. Not the whole interview, but a quick fire. How are you doing anyway, like, with everything that's happened? Is everything okay, like, mentally?
Yeah, I'm somebody that at this point in my life, stuff like that doesn't shake me up too much.
Yeah. I mean,
I've dealt with a lot of that by this point, and actually much worse in some cases. You know,
Okay, may I say that hair is amazing? I'm just saying.
the difficult part with situations like this is there's no way to ever know how much damage is done.
yeah.
When somebody spreads misinformation about you, you don't know. And like for me, I mean, I'm a pharmacist by trade, but I left that a year ago to focus on, speaking and writing and educating full time. And so that's my primary source of income now. So if something like this happens, there may have been someone that was considering hiring me for a speaking engagement, saw that, and then, it never happened or never reached out to me.
Yeah.
So you know if those things happen, or you never know if there's a situation where somebody was booking me and then, someone else in their organization, the only thing they've heard about me was this. And then they're like, oh, no, I don't want to touch that person.
Yeah, because...
So you don't know, you never know how that affects your reputation and what repercussions might have down the road. And then just, the amount of hate with somebody with a large following, like her, that's literally reaching hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
And that's the sad part. She can literally, with the misinformation that she did here, she could have literally ruined Janae's life. her income, how she makes her money. She could have literally ruined that off of a bullshit title, her bullshit fade-ins to Janae working out, and not reading the complete fucking Instagram post and lying about it. She could have literally ruined her life. I mean, that's just... I mean, come on, man. You could have literally ruined her life. All of some bullshit that you want to pander to people. What the hell? That is just, it's disgusting to me. I'm sorry. Blaire White is disgusting. She is a disgusting human being with that bullshit video she put out. And it took her 2 weeks to take it down? Okay. She is gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. Is she not? Janae is rocking it right there. I don't like Blaire White before, and I certainly don't like her now. I'm just going to put it this way. If I ever get big enough to go to like VidCon or something like that, it would not be a good thing for me and Blaire White to run into each other, because I can't guarantee that I would not tell her about herself in front of God and everybody. Oh yeah, no, I figured out who you're talking about. No, I figured you were talking about Blaire White. Saya agrees, Xylee, especially with the debate of trans athletes right now. People are looking for targets. Exactly. And she literally, Blaire White targeted Janae. Purposely putting out misinformation to your audience is extremely irresponsible. It is. I'm telling you. If I ever get big enough to waltz right into a VidCon, it would not be good if I ran into Blaire White. Because she would probably make 10 to 15 videos off of the words that would come out of my mouth to her. Because I would straight tell her, you know what, Blaire White? You are full of shit. I know I can buy tickets to VidCon, but see, I'm poor. So I have to wait until I make it big to go to those things. You know what I'm saying? It's a give situation. I'm poor. But it would, in all honesty though, it would not be a good thing if I ran into Blaire White, because I really would tell her about herself. I really would. I would tell her straight out, you're bullshit, your videos are bullshit, you're lazy, you don't know how to do research, or you're willfully ignorant. You know what? Go stand over there with Keemstar, because that's exactly where you need to be. I'm just saying. Oh, and while you're over there, you might as well go ahead and use the N-word that you like to use that you don't think is bad because you're playing a video game or stubbing your toe or something like that. Because best believe, I didn't forget about that either, Miss Blaire White. I surely did not forget about that, ma'am. Yes, I'm saving all my money to go live with Chelsea. She just outright lied, didn't care, didn't really mean that apology. It doesn't get any lower unless you're Voldenome. I am so mad at you. Go fund me to get Xylee to VidCon. Woohoo! No, but seriously, Blaire White is trash. Okay, let's let Miss Janae speak, because she needs this platform. Let's let Miss Janae speak. Because, damn Blaire White.
You know, so you never know what those repercussions are going to be.
Yeah, I mean, even with her apology and people trying to make things right, the video still had 600,000 views. It was up for 2 weeks. People could see the video and not really know who Blaire is, and then they could take this idea of you, and then that spreads. And also, I feel like there's this thing in media of when they see somebody, even in drama, even if they're in the right, or just a scandal or anything in general, that will turn people away from working with you. It's happened in the past of me and other friends and stuff. They see some form of drama and they think, I don't want to be a part of that.
Exactly.
And it's like there's a lot of connotations to this which I really think haven't been spoken about as much as like. I mean, you've obviously seen the apology. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, you know, the funny thing was I didn't see it for a good 24 hours after it was posted. I actually found out about it because some of the people who follow me started commenting, oh, I'm glad that Blaire finally apologized. And
Yeah.
and so then, I went to YouTube and I saw the video was taken down, but I didn't find any apology there. I went to her Instagram page. I saw the original post was taken down, but I didn't see any apology there.
Yeah.
So I started asking people, where's the apology? I'm not seeing it, and I hadn't heard from her yet. And then, somebody had told me that she had put it in her Instagram story, which of course doesn't stick around very long.
Yeah.
And then,
Go put it on an Instagram story that doesn't stay up. So in other words, you wanted people to just, like, the minimal amount of people possible to see that apology. But here's the great thing, Blaire, and apparently you're dumb. Maybe you're dumb as hell. Because, Blaire White, you know what kind of channel you have, okay? And you know you're controversial. Don't you think people are going to screenshot that bullshit apology, you dummy? I'm sorry, I know I don't call names, but that was a dumbass move. To me, that was a dumbass move. And I know I don't call names, and I don't, but I'm sorry. You know what? I'll chalk it up to, if Blaire White thinks she can say the N-word, I can call her a dummy for doing that. You're going to put it on an Instagram story that does not stick around. Does not stick around. You couldn't make a video on it because you're too scared to get in front of the fucking camera. You didn't even put it on Twitter where it would stay. You're going to sit there and put it on an Instagram story. I mean, dude. Seriously? I'm sorry. She thinks she can say the N-word, I'm going to call her a dummy. I know and guys, I know I'm all about not calling people names, but just call them out for what they do, but I'm sorry. She a dummy. She a dummy. And that's not the name I really want to call her, but I'm not trying to go there. I'll save that for the day when I actually meet her, and then I'll do it to her face.
And then I finally found out that she had posted it on Twitter. So, it was just, I thought it was a little disconcerting that, she didn't make, an additional video on YouTube, since that's when the error was made and those are the people that are going to see it. Because I found out there's very different audiences that, use different types of social media. Like your people on Twitter may not necessarily ever see YouTube or Instagram and vice versa.
Now, at this point of the interview, it was just pretty clear to me that Janae really did just want Blaire to respond to the criticism on the platform that she originally uploaded her video on, and I think that's completely fine, and I actually agree with that. And
if you mess up, if you do dirt on a platform, no matter what kind of platform it is, if you do dirt on that platform, you can apologize on that platform. Period. She didn't even reach out to Janae? ? That is really terrible. If she was even sorry, she would have contacted her immediately. I agree, and let's watch it further. She apologized on Instagram story. Yes, and she did end up putting that on Twitter. She just said that. So I made the mistake she didn't put it out on Twitter. Okay. Actually, I think I saw it on Twitter. But I mean, seriously, why would you first do it on Instagram story? My guess is she did it on Instagram story. Somebody called her out, so she took the screenshots and put it on Twitter. You're still a dummy. You're still a dummy. Thinking that original post on an Instagram story was going to be okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I think most of you would agree with that, seeing as the video was put on a platform to a certain amount of people. I feel like those same people should then get a response, because for all we know, those people don't follow Blaire's socials and other platforms.
Yeah, she did put it on Twitter, so I was wrong about that. See, I told you, we get stuff wrong every now and then, but, I corrected it.
They may just follow her on YouTube, because as Janae said, audiences on Twitter and YouTube are so much different. But then we moved on to the question of, was the whole thing malicious? And then you click on the video and she's so clearly stating that you've...
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, personally. Yes, the lies were on YouTube. It absolutely was. And here's the thing. Not everybody who watches YouTube has Twitter. Listen, somebody puts which I need to do, but guess what? I won't be seeing anything on TikTok and I won't be seeing anything on Instagram because I don't Instagram or TikTok. So, like, say somebody did something bad to me and they put their fucking apology on damn Instagram. I'll never see it until somebody takes a screenshot and go, hey, Xylee. Or if they put it on TikTok, I would never see it until somebody would actually record it and send it to me and go, hey, Xylee. I don't have the, well, I do have an Instagram, but I don't use it because I only have time enough for Twitter. I will Instagram eventually. But still. So.
Participate in things you've never participated in. And I find that bizarre, to be honest. Part of me thinks maybe it was a video which was just meant to be an easy video because her audience would consume it and take it in, and she just thought, I need to get a video out that day. But some parts of me think, was it malicious? I really don't know. What do you think?
You know, it's really hard to say, right? Blaire is the only one that knows what's going on in her mind. And I will say, I do appreciate the apology. I appreciate the fact that she took the video down.
Yeah.
She did, we had reached out to her, me and my manager and lawyer had reached out to her on a
Me, my manager, and lawyer. That's why she apologized. Also, even if they were on Twitter, I don't see every post from all the people I follow. Sometimes I get busy and miss so much time. I just look at the most recent. There you go, AWOL. Exactly. Notice she said, we had reached out to her. Me, my manager, and my lawyer. That's why she apologized. I guarantee you. First of all, Janae is gracious and bless her heart for accepting that apology. Bless her heart for accepting that apology. And bless her heart for saying, I don't know if it was malicious. I'm not Blaire. Bless her heart, because had that been me, no, I can't be that gracious. Janae is being gracious with that. But I guarantee you that video would still be up today had the lawyer not contacted her. Let's play that bit real quick. Hold on. Okay, so listen carefully. Listen.
Which was just meant to be an easy video because her audience would consume it and take it in, and she just thought, I need to get a video out that day. Some parts of me think, was it malicious? I really don't know. What do you think?
You know, it's really hard to say, right? Blaire is the only one that knows what's going on in her mind. And I will say, I do appreciate the apology. I appreciate the fact that she took the video down.
Yeah.
She did, we had reached out to her, me and my manager and lawyer had reached out to her on a number, like every avenue we could, basically, like all her social media accounts. I sent her DMs on Instagram right away. I posted in the comments underneath the video, which ended up getting, I don't know, the last time I had checked it, I mean, there were hundreds of comments and thousands of likes, and I know it had moved up towards the top. And, we'd sent stuff to her personal email, and then she did finally reply a couple days ago and, basically said she was sorry, that it was an innocent mistake, and she should have done more research, and she accepts the blame. For anyone who saw the Twitter apology, the private message she sent back to me was pretty much, very similar wording.
Janae is gracious because I could not have afforded Blaire White that graciousness. I couldn't have done it. I'm telling y'all right now, I could not have done it. I absolutely could not have done it. AWOL, you are 100% correct. Janae is a better woman than me. Yes, she is. She's a lot better woman than I am. What did Dev say? Oh, the Voldenome comment. I'm gonna start calling him that Voldenome. Well, but seriously, Janae's being gracious. I couldn't afford it. There's no way. I could not have afforded Blaire White, that graciousness. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm.
And I do appreciate that, and I'm glad she took the video down. But yeah, but like you, I feel like it would have been more appropriate and helped rectify the situation more if there had been a video made.
Yeah.
Since like that was the platform it was on.
Even if it was just a community post or something.
Yeah, and I heard she's got other stuff going on in her life, and she's busy. But I don't know. I know if I made a mistake, that's how I would handle it. You definitely want to own it. And,
yeah.
Then there's other questions too. Like it took weeks when the outreaches and the questioning was immediate, right? Like as soon as the video went up, people were saying, "Hey, you got all this wrong," and some of the things too. Like, she used my images for the thumbnail for the video. And right beneath that, there's a quote that isn't attributed to anyone, but clearly would lead one to believe that it's me saying it. And it was something along the lines of, "I belong in women's sports, get over it."
Yeah.
Malicious. Skip said, the damage and impact isn't undone by removing the video or apologizing. Views are impressions, and you can't go back in time. The misinformation lingers in people's minds, even subconsciously. It's very true, Skip. Dev and I were chatting on John Swan and his mess. I don't even... May, you need to message me, because what's going on with John Swan? Skipwell said it was too late. You can't unring a bell. Hopefully someone will skin the back of her ankles with the grocery cart accidentally running into her in aisle 9 at the grocery store. Madam Scuttlebutt, you never cease to amaze me, ma'am. You never cease to amaze me. That tactic is used all the time in politics. Her voice on the platform is a weapon. Boo, she sucks. She absolutely does suck. She does.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold, aggressive statement, and looking like that's attributed to me.
Yeah.
When I'm very clear from day one that's something I've never done and never intend to do. So at the very least, regardless of her intents, the whole thing is very misleading.
Yeah, and also it's actually
I know you can't, Saya. Saya's like, I can't stand Edgy John Swan. I know you don't. I know you don't. You don't need to know who John Swan is. Oh, I know who John Swan is. He's one of the problematic. Yeah, I call them the commentary boys. To be honest, I call them the commentary boys. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's not the first time she's put somebody in a thumbnail and addressed the title as something different. She had recently, it might have been recent, she accused somebody, seemingly by the title and the thumbnail, she basically mentioned somebody being, I can't say the word because of monetization reasons, I don't want the video to get claimed, but like, a very evil, predatory person. It was what she put in the title, and then she put a thumbnail of just, I believe, just a random drag queen. And seeing that you add it together and just attribute it, because thumbnail title, it's the same thing. You're grabbing someone's attention by using somebody's face and name. So by doing that, I don't know if this is a tactic she's done in other videos, but to me, it's very. Even if she doesn't mean it, it's very malicious. It's very, I think, just wrong in general. It's almost borderline lying. That's what I think personally.
Yeah.
It's not borderline lying. It's absolutely lying. Tell me who the hell said I belong in women's sports. Where in the hell she get that quote from? Because if she actually got that quote from somebody, it should have been their damn picture up there. I mean, come on, dude. Come on.
It's and like I said, in my situation, it's really tough because it's exactly the opposite of what I've been very clear about communicating, and and it's easy to see why someone would want to use my image, with me being very muscular still.
Madam, you can't say any of those words, madam.
I mean, it's low-hanging fruit, right? Like, throw my image up, throw the title, connected with trans athletes, and it's going to cause a lot of, controversy. So you can see why someone would want to do that. And I mean, I feel horrible for that person, that the image she did use referring, to the person you just mentioned, the predatory person. Like, imagine having that out there with your face attached to it. Yep. And from what I had heard, that person received like death threats and all kinds of it was really, really extreme situation.
And then
with something like that, she could get somebody killed. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
I want to ask basically how Janae felt about the content and
hey Planet, how you doing?
What was said in Blaire's video, because obviously there were so many lies and misinformation spread about her. I can only imagine she really wasn't too happy with what she had to say about Janae.
With some of the stuff she used, one of the images that she used from my Instagram, in the wording, right in the caption underneath the picture, I talk about the fact that I've never competed as a woman.
Yeah, I saw this.
So it wasn't too hard to, figure out.
She saw it.
It's not like this was something that wasn't well known or easy to find, easy to verify.
Blaire White's full of shit.
Like I said, Blaire's the only one that knows what's in her heart and what she was truly trying to do. And, was it just sloppy work on her part, something she threw together? Or was it malicious and, designed to get views and clicks? I don't know. And that's.
I know, Janae makes me want to have bangs too, not gonna lie. But I know bangs wouldn't work out because I'm not the type to do my hair every morning. See this? That's how I went to work today. So, but yes, Janae is making me want to have some bangs. I'm just saying.
One of the things that's frustrating is that, who knows how many thousands of people saw this video. And the thing is, a lot of people watch a video once, right? They don't come back to it.
Yeah.
So they probably never saw the comment threads. If they're not following her Twitter, they're never going to see that apology. So all they know is now my image is associated with someone who is, competing in women's sports. And apparently, based on the quote underneath my name, is very indignant about it. And it sends a completely different message than what the reality is. And that's harmful to any community, but especially the trans community, a community that's already, under a lot of scrutiny, and especially around the whole, trans athlete issue. And then it's throwing more fuel on that fire. And it's really unfortunate, especially for the other athletes, because it just causes more hate. It causes more angst. And like I said, it's one thing to have a differing point and be able to, explain where you're coming from and why you feel the way you do with legitimate data and evidence. And it's another thing to use misleading, stuff to further a point that isn't factual to begin with.
And she did that shit on purpose. I'm telling you now, the video was malicious. It was absolutely malicious. Prove me wrong. I need somebody to prove me wrong that wasn't malicious. Oh, madam, the reason why YouTube censors people is because of ads. It's all because of the ads. Did she get doxxed twice? How doesn't she understand the severity of her misinformations? I mean, I didn't know about the doxings. I didn't know about that, Planet, so thank you for telling me about that. But no, okay, so yeah, she got doxxed, and how doesn't she understand the severity of her misinformations? Absolutely. Since we cannot say anything that could possibly get them sued, which is what the provision, it's got to do with people pulling their ads. Say, I don't know, let's say McDonald's, all right? Let's just throw out a McDonald's, all right? McDonald's is like, you allow this, and this. I'm not going to put my ads on your platform. No, I agree. They do. They absolutely enjoy it. But, it is what it is. We just have to work around it. That's all. We just have to work around it.
As much as it may, because you said you've experienced this before, so it might not have affected you as much as it would affect somebody else. But as you said, it could easily, the hate driven towards you is only going to cause hate driven towards other trans people, and I really wonder if she realizes that with her video, because I mean, yeah, again, it's just going to drive more people to hating on other athletes, people who just want to do their own thing, you know?
And it's and the thing, and actually when we reached out to her, one of the first things I said was I would love, to meet with you on a neutral platform and discuss this issue. If you want athletes, I would be happy to do that. It's something I've researched a lot and I know a lot about, and a lot of people, I think would really benefit from that. And if we have,
I mean, y'all can come on Zolly Gets Real, and I promise I won't cuss Blaire out. I'm just saying. Y'all can come here. I'm just saying.
Two opposing views, we can share our information and let people decide for themselves. I think it would be awesome.
Yeah. Now, me and Janae ended up speaking for at least an hour and a half, and it was a really productive and enjoyable conversation. She's genuinely a lovely, lovely person.
And she seems like it. Like, I like Janae. I want to be Janae's friend. I like Janae.
And I highly suggest you go and follow her on social media. All links are in the description. But as you can take from this, Janae clearly isn't happy that Blaire didn't apologise on her main YouTube channel. And also, it's a clear worry that what Blaire put out there could genuinely endanger other trans people. And I feel like this is why we need to have this conversation.
Kenji! I'm sorry, I'm going to call Kenji's name out every time I see it. Every time I see the baby, I'm calling Kenji's name out. No, I get you, Madam Scuttlebutt. And she does. Janae seems so sweet. I want to be Janae's friend. I'm not going to lie.
Because it's not just YouTube drama, it's not somebody getting a story wrong about the hype house. Because with that, it's not necessarily going to have a long-lasting negative impact. It's not going to end somebody's life or career. But with what Blaire has been putting out, that could drive real hatred towards the trans community. Because them stories feed into people's agendas. And I feel like this is why, when you're doing what Blaire White does on her channel, you need to do a lot of research. She's not covering YouTube drama, she is covering real people's struggles and lives. And this isn't...
And that's what I don't get. I don't get why... I don't get why Blaire does it. I mean, I do get why Blaire does it, but like internally, I don't get why Blaire does it. What if blatant lies happened on Blaire to where it would end her career, or it could literally put her life in danger? How would she feel about that? How would she feel about that? Seriously. It's absolutely, it's ridiculous. All right, let me change this up to 1.25.
The first time she's got a story wrong, and I've not been quiet on that. And, that's when we move on to... You ready for this, Kenji? J.K. Rowling. I saw a really good video from a YouTuber called Samantha Lux where they basically just did a deep dive into Blaire White's review of J.K. Rowling's new controversial book. Because if you didn't know, recently J.K. Rowling actually released a brand new book, and was it Harry Potter 8? Not quite. It was a book about a man who dresses up as a woman and commits a lot of terrible crimes, and this book was quite reasonably scrutinised as extremely transphobic, and a lot of people came out against it. But Blaire White was once again defending J.K. Rowling and saying, oh, this book actually isn't really that bad, and you guys are just idiots.
Along with burning her books, the hashtag rest in peace J.K. Rowling was trending on Twitter, because what way to say, hey, trans people are not violent psychopaths, than making a hashtag trend calling for the death of an author.
Blaire, I know you might not understand the concept of a joke, but it was a joke about her no longer being on Twitter. It was a joke.
I don't get Blaire. I don't get her. It's like she's harming her own community. How do you harm I don't understand people that if you belong to certain communities, how you actively harm those people that they go through the same shit that you've gone through, or that you've gone through what their stories. I don't get it. I don't get how you actively harm your own people. Maymay's like, I don't know why these large YouTubers sell their souls like this to put out lies and false information for views. Amen. Planet's like, money, money, money. You're exactly right, Planet. I do not get why Blaire White does what she does. She's so harmful. Oh my God, she infuriates me. She absolutely infuriates me. Because being a turncoat can be very profitable. You know what, Dion? I think you hit that nail on the head. Absolutely. AWOL, she has to please her audience. Yeah. Yeah. No, she really does. Yeah.
My favourite thing is about these people who like to say, snowflake, snowflake, snowflake. They're the biggest snowflakes. They're the biggest
That
snowflakes.
is so true.
They can upset
That is
those
so
minuscule
true.
jokes out there. It's bizarre to me. I don't get how these people can be like, oh, you're so dumb, you're so sensitive. And then it's like, they cry over the most minuscule jokes. But what is actually an even bigger joke about this video is Blaire claiming she read a 900-page book in 4 days.
This time.
Planet, she's self-hating child. Yeah. Saya, Blaire will never have Janae's experience, and that's exactly why she does this. She knows that she'll never be treated like her and thinks it's Janae's fault. I mean, that could be it. I mean, because I mean, seriously, if Blaire continues to do those type of videos, one day somebody's going to get hurt. Whether physically, or they lose their job, or mentally, somebody's going to get severely hurt if she continues doing the bullshit she does. And here's my thing. If you are malicious enough to put out lies, like this that could potentially physically, mentally, socially destroy someone, you don't need a platform. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand people like, give her a chance, give her a chance, give her... She's had too many of them. I'm sorry. If you can put shit out that could literally harm someone like that, and you don't quickly turn around and apologize for it, truthfully apologizing for it, on the platform you did that mistake on, and correct yourself, and you wait 2 fucking weeks, I'm sorry. You don't need a fucking platform. You don't need a platform. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to take her bag. I'm not trying to take her money. But damn it, she almost did that to Janae. She almost did that to the drag queen that she had in there. He was getting death threats. The drag queen was getting death threats. Because I don't know the drag queen's name. I didn't see that video, so I didn't look in enough to see who that was. But they were getting death threats. What if they would have died because of some stupid shit she did? I mean, seriously. And it got over 400K views too. Exactly, Dion. They already were, however, the attack on the trans woman. Also, that was Dev. Planet. Also, I do think her self-hatred comes from her background. Seems like she came from a background that isn't very nice. I mean, it could be, and honestly, I'm sorry if that's what it is with her. Then I'm sorry that she feels that way about herself, because honestly, people need to learn to love themselves. Hey, listen, I'm 44 now. I'm about to be 45 in a couple months. It took me 41 years to learn to actually love myself. And I can honestly say I am confident. I am more confident today than I was 10 years ago. Okay? And I can proudly say that. So I know what it is to have self-hatred. I know how it is. And I don't wish that on anyone. But when it comes to a point that someone can literally be harmed, you don't need a platform. You don't need a platform. I'm sorry. Have a playlist on Blaire White called the Blaire White Archives. It's got over 100 videos on her bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's so blatant obvious that she picks people that haven't transitioned exactly like her to pick on. That's her whole channel. She enjoys it. It's sickening. It's sickening, Saya. And Deb just said, that's a horrible human being. Exactly. Trans YouTubers have been telling us for years that she does this. It is. It's sickening. I'm sorry. That's just, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. She can literally get someone harmed. Literally. Get someone harmed. Physically. Mentally. Socially. They could lose their job. And they can't pay their bills and lose everything over, I didn't do enough research. No, bitch. You didn't read one paragraph down. Supposedly. You read it. You didn't want to show it. And I called her the B word, and I apologize. I apologize for calling her that. Because I shouldn't let her get me that angry to call her that name. But it's just people's lives are on the line for this shit. Alright. Damn, really true crime? And you know what? And if that happened to her, I am so sorry that happened to her. No one deserves that. No one. But I can't sit here and she's Blaire at this point, I'm sorry, I understand there's YouTubers saying, I don't want her deplatformed. I do. I absolutely want her deplatformed because she's done this enough. I want her deplatformed. I know it's not going to happen. I understand it's not going to happen, and I'm not going to sit there with picket signs saying deplatform Blaire White. But I personally want her deplatformed because she's literally putting people's lives in her hands or in her bullshit thumbnails or her bullshit stories. True crime, yes. It does make absolute sense. She would hate herself if that story is true. Yeah, it does. And yes, X, that's very true. No one deserves that, but what people got going on doesn't excuse the bullshit they pull. It's true. She spreads lies, misinformation, and targets on people's backs. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about this J.K. Rowling stuff, because I've already... Let me get off my soapbox, because I had a little rant there, okay? Look at my description of my channel. It's a place where I can rant. Y'all just heard my rant. Yeah, I want to say that I've watched ContraPoints. Not sure if y'all have watched ContraPoints on YouTube, but her content is next level good. Very educational on topics like these. I'm going to have to check that out. If you could vote, you would vote bitch bye, basically. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, alright, so let's get into the J.K. Rowling thing.
Everyone is up in arms about her new book being released called Troubled Blood. And just a heads up, I read the book. I spent the last 12 hours reading it as an ebook.
You spent for the last 12 hours reading a 933-page book. According to Google, that's not even physically possible. It takes 25 hours to read.
Okay, so about 25 hours. Answer. 900 pages will take about 25 hours to read for the average reader. Key insights from books in less than 15 minutes.
A 900-page book. Now, I'm not going to claim that she's outright lying here, because for all we know, she might have some amazing book-reading superpowers, but right now, I'm personally going to think to myself that this is completely not a bollocks, and if you want to think that, that's
Well, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. And you know what else goes with that? Liars.
up to you. And this is why I bring YouTuber Samantha Lux into this, because she responded to Blaire White and she said that she personally read 10 or so chapters from the book, and from that, she could prove Blaire wrong. And before I play a clip from this video, I do just want to say, please go subscribe to Samantha. She seems like a genuinely lovely person and actually a really good content creator. So the links are in the description because I am going to use her clip here. I would highly suggest go checking the video out.
Very most, the concept of being a transvestite makes a very quick, brief, fleeting appearance in the book, and it's extremely unimportant. It comes in the form of one line in the book, one page in a 900-page book.
Saying that it was just one line is just not true. That's just a blatant lie. The character is by no means briefly mentioned. In fact, we learn of him as early as the second chapter, where we learn that he's known for his absurdly gruesome killing of multiple women. We hear more about him in chapters 6 and 7, where he's made up to be this strikingly evil, cruel serial killer. We see words like evil, animal, and voyeuristic to make up our initial perception of this character. And then in chapter 8, we finally get to the line that Blaire and other commentators say was the only line that referenced his wearing of women's clothing. She had said he was dark and stocky because he was wearing a wig at the time and all padded out in a woman's coat. However, also in chapter 8, literally a few pages later, it says again he's suspected of wearing women's clothing to get access to one of his female victims, which, side note, is oddly similar to the concerns expressed by J.K. Rowling that allowing trans women into women's restrooms would give men access to their female victims.
But even after...
Oop! Oop! Wait, who's passing out what? What are we passing out? I mean, is it something good? Will it calm me down? Is this a medical thing that we're passing out? I don't really like alcohol, so if we're passing out alcohol, I'm not down for that. Well, what are we passing around? Oh, apparently X is passing out some receipts. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, if somebody can pass that to me, too, I appreciate it. Blunt, Xylee, we're passing blunts. You know what? I don't like smoking the devil's lettuce. I will, however, consume the devil's lettuce, particularly in brownies or like these little Buckeyes where it's chocolate and got peanut butter on top, and it all has the devil lettuce butter. It's amazing. But I mean, besides that, I mean, I can consume it though. I can't smoke it. I'm a paranoid smoker. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Saya, that would be awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, edibles. I'm edibles all day. I can't smoke it. I'm the one that's in the corner, paranoid police gonna show up. Or if I'm at your house, now one of y'all might want to do this with me one day. If I'm at your house and I smoked it, I'm cleaning your damn house because I'm gonna get paranoid that you thought I tore your house up. So while you're asleep and passed out, I'm over here cleaning and scrubbing the floors on my knees. So I'm one of those. I can't smoke it. I'm just saying. Alright, let's keep going.
After the clip I just showed you, there were even more quotes from Samantha's video where it blatantly does just contradict what Blaire has said about her reading the entire book and there not being anything dodgy in this book. Now, is Blaire White lying about reading the book a criminal act? No, but in my opinion, she has lied about reading the books, and I think it's just because, once again, Blaire wants to get an edgy opinion out there on her YouTube channel for views, and I think that could actually help further J.K. Rowling's agendas inadvertently. I mean, only recently, J.K.
Listen, it's not a crime. But if you have a YouTube channel where you talk about serious subjects and people look to you for information, giving out misinformation, let's cut the bullshit, giving out lies actually means that it's being harmful. So although it is not against the law, it is harmful. Blaire White, you are being harmful on your channel. Kick fucking rocks and stub your pinky toe.
Rowling was caught promoting anti-trans websites on her Twitter account, so this story of Blaire defending the book is quite concerning, seeing as Blaire has once again done absolutely no research. And now moving away from this situation, we then go on to her apparent supposed friendship with Jeffree Star. Now Blaire in the past has claimed multiple times that she is not friends with Jeffree Star, but there is some questionable things that I have to ask Blaire. And this is in regards to the Davy Vanity case, and if you don't know who Davy Vanity is, I'm not going to say it for YouTube terms of service reasons, but basically he is an evil and dangerous person, and Blaire covered a topic of it and she then got criticised because she didn't basically touch on the fact that Jeffree Star seemingly knew that Davy Vanity was an awful person.
She pulled a Chris Hansen. Let's be honest. She pulled a Chris Hansen. Don't get me started on that grifter.
And carried on touring with Davy Vanity, and Blaire apparently just didn't respond to this.
But the Jeffree Star aspect of this story, and I touched on it in my video, and but I didn't have all the facts.
Okay, being that we're on the scene right here, I'm sorry, and prove me wrong. Jay Von Monroe, although an excellent drag queen, because I did see Jay on Dragula. But anyway, Jay Von Monroe knew what was going on. You can't tell me Jay Von Monroe didn't know. But anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. I just saw Jay up there and I had to say something.
And people kind of corrected me and said, you know, when Jeffree Star tweeted what he tweeted about Davy being a pedophile, Jeffree worked with him afterwards, which shocked me. I thought it was, you know, Jeffree worked with him and then tweeted that and then it was over, because that, to me, I couldn't imagine even on Davy's.
Now, I have a question for this, and it might be a case of an editor putting in a clip, but in this video where Blaire White exposes Davy Vanity for being worse than Onision, she uses a clip from a Tamimi video titled Blood on the Dance Floor Singer, Davy Vanity is Back. And in this video that Blaire sources, Tamimi criticizes Jeffree Star for remaining friends with Davy Vanity despite making all of these tweets. And I just find it a little bit suspicious that the clip Blaire White used was around the 10-minute mark of Tamimi's video after when she spoke about how Jeffree Star remained friends with Davy Vanity.
Kinda like what she did with the Instagram post. She only used what fit her narrative. If it looks like a liar, walks like a liar, talks like a liar, it's a motherfucking liar. Just saying.
Shadows and rebuild his career.
So I just pinned it right now. You can go to our official brand new store. 10% of all.
Now that was Tamimi's clip, and now I'm going to play Blaire White's clip, which sources from Tamimi.
I would like to say I love Tamimi. I love Tamimi. Alright, continue.
And you can work that out because in Blaire White's video, you can clearly hear Tamimi's background music.
Build it and it seems like it's working, which is why I'm making this video.
So I just pinned it right now. You can go to our official brand new store. 10% of all proceeds are going to go to.
Now the clip that Blaire sources, as I said, was 10 minutes into Tamimi's video, and that's after Tamimi spoke about Jeffree Star remaining friends with Davy, which was what Blaire was getting criticism for when she didn't really fully address that. So surely Blaire saw in Tamimi's video, the one she sourced, that Jeffree remained friends with.
Because she bows down to Jeffree Star. Ugh.
Davy, and some people are then going to ask, well, was she covering up for Jeffree, or was it a researcher who didn't actually show the actual full context to the video to Blaire? But then that leads on to the problem of Blaire, once again, being bad at research, hiring bad researchers, which is what this whole video is about.
And you know, I can't stand Blaire's snarky freaking body movements either. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Since y'all gonna start a GoFundMe to get me to VidCon, y'all might want to start a second one to go ahead and get me some jail because they may lock me up. Because she might get mad at me cussing her out, and she gonna call the cops. The cops gonna come. I'm gonna be looking at the cops going, what the hell y'all doing? And then they gonna lock me up because you know I can't stop running my mouth, and I'm gonna get locked up. So I'm gonna need bail money too. Okay. Bye, TCS. Bye, honey. Thank you, True Crime, for stopping by. That Jeffrey stuff is so sus. Why do those people not treat him like the rest of YouTube? Like him if you want, but also call out his bullshit. Well, it's funny. They don't do the same. They don't do it to Keemstar either. I can probably name a handful of creators that'll call Keemstar out on his shit. That's why I call Keemstar the Jeffree Star of the commentary community. That's why I call him that. People are freaking scared of him.
Blaire White's not caring enough to do any valid research. Now that really is only a little bit of a nitpick, but I am now going to move on to her Jeffree Star Exposed video where she said something that I exactly wasn't too happy with.
He then provided me with receipts of a voice memo from a YouTuber who was allegedly sexually molested by James Charles, and it's credible. It's a YouTuber, it's credible. It is not my place to out this YouTuber's name at all.
Now before we go anywhere, it is so obvious to me that Blaire is so easily playing into the hands of Jeffree Star. I mean, Jeffree wanted her to say this, man. She has gone on her platform and got millions of views and stated that James Charles is an awful person.
Yeah, of course. You know why? Because of how many subs Jeffree Star has. That's why people are scared to go against other people. They're scared of going up against bigger YouTubers. It's because of how many subs they have. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell y'all now. I am not going to sell my soul. I am not going to sell my soul to someone who has more subs than me. I'm not going to sell my soul for that. I'm not going to sell my soul. I'm not. And yes, that petting the hair thing, that drives me nuts too, May. And I know you can, Madam Scuttlebutt. I know you can.
But also, what I'm not happy with here is the fact that Blaire White has baited a YouTuber's alleged abuse story and used it for views. If the person didn't want to come out and speak about this story, surely you shouldn't put it in a YouTube video, even if you're not naming them. Because by doing that, the people that know about this situation are only going to put more pressure on this alleged victim. I mean, imagine being that victim and seeing their story be baited for views. I don't know if it's real, it could possibly be not true. There's no evidence, so I have no reason to really believe it. There's no messages that have been put out there.
Last year, Tali Westbrook basically convinced the entire internet, including me, that James Charles was an awful person. And yes, I felt like his first response to the situation was really weird and a bad apology. I'm still to this day not sure why he put that out, but at the end of the day, there is so much misinformation, and I feel like at this point, surely we should have learned that we can't just come out and say these things without any form of proof, especially with the
Exactly. And don't shop around fucking voice memos either. Don't shop around a voice memo like you're trying to shop around a damn movie script. I mean, seriously.
the James Charles situation, where there has been so many lies and so much misinformation. By Blaire putting out this video, she's not only playing into Jeffree Star's hands, but also it is just baiting a victim's story. I honest to God believe that Blaire White isn't equipped to cover these serious topics. I think if she's going to cover topics, stick to YouTube drama. It's clear that she does not put in barely any research and just switches on a camera and speaks what's on her mind and just...
That's exactly what she does. Michael Bastos. I'm only a trans investigator. Only way to sell your soul. Did you mean soul? Well, you know how now. Okay, I don't understand what that means. The only sub someone should be really afraid of is Army BTS. Oh, yeah. Oh. Them BTS fans, they do band together quickly. It's like Captain Planet. They're just all going boom, 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 and then all of a sudden they're like poof. Okay, guys, what do we gotta do? What we gotta do? Do we have to screw somebody up on Twitter? Do we need to find some stuff out? What are we doing? What are we doing? I think the FBI, to solve like crimes that like have been going on for, they should employ these BTS stands. I think I just done solved that problem because they would probably find out quick. Oh, I didn't get her video about that situation. She said it was exposing J-Star, but she bashed it. And she wasn't exposing J-Star. She thought she was going to look like... That's why I said. That's why I say. Blaire White does not have a good poker face. She cannot vocally lie, nor can she lie in her face. So, she wasn't calling out no Jeffree Star.
Just plays for her audience. I think that's the case of the Blaire White YouTube channel, and it's been that way for a very long time. All of these stories come from the last 9 months. She has baited out a drag queen into looking terrible. She's got a story wrong about a trans athlete which could severely affect the trans community. She's, in my opinion, lied about the J.K. Rowling story, and she has possibly lied about the Jeffree Star situation, and if she hasn't, she is baiting out victims for YouTube clouts. Now, I personally don't believe in cancel culture, but I believe Blaire either needs to stop covering these serious topics, or at least put in hours and hours and days of research into these topics before she uploads a YouTube video.
I think there's a third option, or get the fuck off YouTube. One of those three. One of those three. I'm gonna add a third option because inabber's being nice. I get it. I respect that. But the third option is she can get the fuck off of YouTube. I was bamboozled, Madam Scuttlebutt. I was. Don't call me out. I legit thought Xylee was frozen for a second, but the lights were still flat. Okay, you know what? I have the worst audience and mods in the world. That's it. I have the worst. Y'all troll the hell out of me. Oh my god, I hate y'all so. I'm sorry, I was reading something, okay? Michael, we're just not going to talk about that. We're just not going to talk about that. All right, let's go.
Because of the harm that she could be doing towards certain communities. In conclusion, Blaire White, please just take a step back and learn from all of this. If you want to continue covering serious stuff, just do more research. I'm not going to come on here and say you can't do that and you can't do this, but I'm going to say your handling of situations in the past has been absolutely abysmal, and it does just seem that you're pandering to certain people, and that is just so confusing to me. Blaire White, I think what you're doing is dangerous, and I think you need to have some form of change up in your style of making content. But that is the end of the video.
Okay, so I will say this. inabber did a hell of a lot better job than I did, because this is the end of the video. inabber did a hell of a lot better job than I would have, because I wouldn't have been so nice about it. I would not have been so nice about it. I really, really wouldn't have. I miss my little cat here. I do miss my little cat. I used to love that little cat. So what y'all think about that? I gotta figure out a thumbnail for it. I do deep research, basically biology. I tried to explode this years ago, but failed. Okay, Michael. Thank you. But, so what y'all think about that video? That cat is awesome, isn't it? It comes from an anime, I think. Hold on, let me show you the... I like the big one, but I can't talk because I don't have my mic hooked up to that one, but hold on. It's the same cat. I love that little cat. One of my really, really, really good friends... Oh, God, why is my camera so far up? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. One of my really good friends made that whole setup for me. You know what, Saya? Do you really think so, though? Do you think she really tanked her career, or do you think she's going to bounce right back? Because I'm actually worried that she's going to bounce right back from that. I really am. No, I'm not doxing your cat, Chelsea. That does kind of like Noodles, though. But I'm going to be honest. I mean, look how many shitty things. Okay, you know what? I can't be doing this. Hold on. Hold on. This is driving me nuts. I don't like being... Okay, there we go. She'll be back and acting like she's a victim. She is! She is going to pull that victim card. And the sad thing is, she wasn't a victim. She's the one that maliciously put out that bullshit. I mean, honestly, I wish she did tank it. Because she too much, dude. Too much. Blaire White ain't going nowhere, Zai. They never do. Only ones reprimanded are the smaller ones or the invisible ones. No, you're right. X, what are you typing out? Don't forget the power of... I don't know what that last word is. She never been critiqued on this level before, but mainstream commentary fam. Okay, that's a good point. I don't know if she'll bounce back. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry. I would not be mad if she got deplatformed over this. I'm sorry. And I usually don't go for people bags like that. I usually don't. Okay, I'm not center. Hold on. This is driving me insane that I'm not center. Alright, close enough. Oh, misogyny. Okay, thank you. You know, I just, I don't go for people's, like, sponsors. I don't believe in that, but I'm sorry. Blaire's White, it's not like she's being a bad troll. It's not like, you know... She's not trolling. Like, she could literally ruin somebody's life with that bullshit. And I'm sorry, I don't want somebody to have a platform. Like, okay, so if you were a news anchor, or like, you know, the person out on the beat, all right, and you're standing there with a microphone, and you blatantly lie, haven't newscasters been fired for lying? Well, that's true, Saya. But to others, yes. But now, every debate, etc., people are going to bring this up. No, you're right. Because I'm sure as hell not going to let it die. She is very irresponsible and dangerous, madam. She really is. Saya's like, not to me. No, I knew what you meant. Saya has a point. This is a big fail that will be brought you every time she is talked about. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true, and I hope it is. I hope it is, because this is just getting tiring. I mean, there are people who actually look to her about what's going on with the trans community. And she feeds them bullshit. Hey, what's up, Organic Chit Chat? She just completely feeds them bullshit. It's, oh my God, it's so frustrating. It's just very frustrating. I don't want people to get harmed over shit like that. You know? While she gets to sit up there on her high horse and flick her hair and rub her hair and do like this. Man, fuck that. I'm sorry. You know what? Chelsea, I absolutely agree. And YouTube should discipline her for bullying and harassment. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Absolutely. She should be punished. Because she blatantly gave out misinformation. Blatantly. You can't tell me that she didn't lie about reading that damn Instagram post. You can't tell me that because she cropped it out perfectly. Okay. Michael. I can't have that. I can't have that. We're not going to sit here and not even to Blaire White. We're not going to use that's not even a pronoun. Blaire White is human, and she is horrible at what she is doing. We are not going to use that word to describe her or any other trans people, whether man or woman. We're not going to do that here. We do not do that here. And if I see it again, you'll just get blocked from the channel. That part, I will not, no, I'm not going to stand for that. Even if it is Blaire White that you're talking about, I'm not going to stand for that. Period. Yeah. I believe we could make this an exodus of deplatforming assholes and instead of acting like they'll never leave. Just because things were... Okay, hold on, I gotta read it here. Just because things work doesn't mean they always will or should be... Or should be, you know? Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, I mean... I've had videos blocked and removed that nobody even seen. They were uploaded on private first, and while I waited for it to go to HD before I public, the bots blocked it, and I got strikes on my channel for bullying and harassment. Yeah, and if you did that, then why can't they get her for bullying and harassment? Oh yeah, no problem. I'm sorry, that just threw the line for me. I'm sorry. I'm not even going... Listen, I can't stand what Blaire White did. I do not like Blaire White as a person. But I still recognize Blaire White is a trans woman. Blaire White is a woman. Blaire White is she. I would never go so low as to act like in words that they're an inanimate object, because an it is an inanimate object. This is an it. Blaire White is a trans woman. It is she. Her. So I'm not having that shit in my channel. Sorry. YouTube took down my video on Shane Dawson's creep behavior with his dog and Miley Cyrus. Oh, Lord, X. Even said Shane Lee, but took it down, didn't give me a chance for editing. Oh, my God. Yeah, like, I get people use it and its for pronouns, but... that depends on the person, and being condescending is being condescending. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, guys. So, anything else we want to talk about before I go? Night, Chelsea. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off here, too. Make sure to like the live, guys. And, if you can, leave a comment. That would be great. Oh, you know what? I should have put in my other thing. Where it says ending soon. And I didn't do it. X, I gotcha. But everybody, y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching inabber. I'm gonna have to put everything in the box below. But listen, there was another interview with Janae with someone else. I can't remember their name right now, but I'm gonna have that in the description box, and I'm gonna have Tamimi's video in the description box, and I'll put inabber's video in the description box. That way, if you want to read it, or if you want to watch it in real time, you'll have the chance to do so. So, y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming out. Make sure to like the live, and if you can, leave a comment. That would be awesome. You know, engagement. So, love y'all. Have a good night, babies.